And just like that, magically, just like that, you found your way back to the Inspirational Space Station, high above the hills of Petticoat and Tiny House Live. Good evening, glad to have you here on this amazing planetary alignment occasion. I'm your professor, high above the hills once again, in low orbit. And I hope that transfer up here wasn't too rough for you. I tried to bring you up as easily as possible to my space station. We're going to spend the evening tonight. We got a lot of stuff to do. I got some fun things. What we're going to do is I'm going to tell you a short story first, and I think maybe this will kind of help you understand why we're even here to begin with. And since we're starting off in now season 13, episode 1, I think it's a good chance for me to kind of step back, apply a little advanced regression, and take a look at where we've just been in the last, we'll say a year and a half since Inspirational Space Station was first put up here. Now, granted, I came from the Tiny House Live background of the last 6 years during this period of time, doing over 300 live shows between YouTube and Facebook, and this is just one more down the line of continuing on to doing what we do in this world in general. And once again, let me take the time to say thank you, really, honestly, for supporting me, being here with me. So many of you I love. I see you up on Facebook and saying hello and wishing me well all the time. So I'm really, I love you. That's all I'm going to say. But that being said, I needed to get off the planet. That's right, as we all need to get off the planet sometimes, and it's a little stressful down here in we'll say recent weeks, and there's more of us wanting to leave altogether. So let me offer you an alternative here. This is just a small alternative in my world to come on up here with me on these nights that I do. These Wednesday nights, whenever I announce them, it's typically 8 to 9 p.m. plus. And we just hang out and have some fun. No big deal over here. There's a chat line up. I can look over here in just a second and see where we're at and all that. Who's anybody with us yet? Let me refresh over here and take a better look. Either way, I'll get caught up in all that because I know you're out there. You always are. And I love you for it. So, what am I doing tonight? Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you a short story. And it started me off on this because the story actually involved in Santa Rosa around 2016, I believe. Something like that, close. Either way, I stepped out my door one night to look for my cat. I was calling him, and I looked up in the sky and I saw these 3 dots coming in, 3 rather bright looking, almost like stars looking, coming in a very straight trajectory. And then as I looked at them, because we're near an airport in Santa Rosa, I happened to go, oh my God, look at this. And I watched them come in thinking, oh, they're just planes, cool. And then they stopped, completely stopped, all 3 exactly at the same time, which stopped me. And I'm now looking at them going, well, what in the hell am I seeing here? What is this? And so I thought, well, I better pull out my phone, took some videos that I took really quickly, called my wife, called my neighbors, brought everybody outside to say, hey, look at this. And we all stood out there for about 10 minutes watching these 3 what looked like bright stars staying in one position right there in the sky, easterly Santa Rosa, northeasterly, and all of a sudden, as we're watching these, 2 more come in the same line, same trajectory. They land, they hover in a very similar position for another 2 or 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden they move up into an upward position where they hovered for a few more minutes, and then all of a sudden all 5 took off, went straight up. It was amazing, just amazing. And so I reported it to the right here, the Space Force. By the way, I'm now an alien liaison officer. There you go at Area 51. There you go, official, warning, Will Robinson. All I mean to tell you the story is the fact that I've got some grounding in what I believe to be actual, factual possibilities here in life. And I'll say it once again, I've said it many times before, that I believe in everything. That way I remain open to the outcome, remain open to the possibilities. And that's really what I'm doing out here. So, that being said, what am I doing tonight? Well, that's a whole other thing. First of all, I want to tell you, make sure you do look up and notice that there's a huge planetary alignment, something that you and your children will never see again. All 7 planets, including Mercury at the very end, will line up here as of really yesterday. So it's still somewhat diminishing now, but I will tell you that tonight that Mars and Pollux are in the constellation Gemini. It's amazing to look at. If you don't have an app for your iPad, do that. Get a Stargazer or Skyview or whatever you like. They're free, and check it out. You'll never see it again. And look up. It says, look up. I say, up. Or in my case, it's one of the reasons I came up here in the first place, because I wanted to get a better view. And it's amazing. There's no clouds up here. Nothing but blue, dark blue sky. All right, but we do have a purpose tonight. Yes. And actually, I've even got my friend Stan over here tonight, just to chime in from time to time, see what he thinks about all these things whenever we.
Professor, pick me up a margarita.
Well, we'll see, Stan. We'll see how far we get with all that. I'm sure we're going to amuse each other this evening. By the way, I'm unofficially sponsored tonight by, not Miller High Life. No, never. I'm not that commercial. I like water. No, right here, my Voodoo Ranger, Juice Force, unofficially sponsored. I say that, and someday somebody will actually give me something, a case on my doorstep. But let me poke over here. I can't believe I don't see anybody yet over here. We're starting, the show has been going. I'm looking. Interesting. Well, not to faze me, because as you all know, I love having you here with me every moment. I truly do. And you're there, whether you're not here physically or not, because I know each and every one of you already. And so that being said, welcome once again to the Inspirational Space Station, what I call the view from above, because what we're going to do tonight is we're going to go backward in time a bit, and we're going to listen to each of the alien encounters of my 4 visitors that I've had on the Inspirational Space Station. And you're going to learn in detail, things that you never thought you'd ever know by the likes of Kevin Mulligan, that's right, frontman for Soul Section. Eric Martin, that's right, the Eric Martin gets questioned by the aliens. Mark Karan, yes sir, going to play a song and also answer some Q&As from those aliens and even pay a visit. And lastly, we got Sebastian St. James going to play a song or two, and as well as Q&A from the aliens. So we've got an interesting show tonight for you. And it's fun for me because I kind of like doing these solo shows from time to time. I love getting people in here, and I'll tell you more about that on a little break between some of these segments. They're 4 or 5 short segments, equaling a little over an hour here, and our timing looks great. This is exactly where I wanted to be this time of evening, with you and me and Stan over here in the Inspirational Space Station, high above the hills of Petticoat, from Tiny House Live. My goodness. All right, well, I'm going to do some checking over here. I think basically we're going to start off by going backward in time, and that's going to mean we're going to bring up one of my favorite people I've had in here, and I did have a lot of fun with our Mr. Kevin Mulligan. He bravely just took the challenge of coming in here and being impromptu with me and asking some very, very pertinent questions that needed to be answered, so that these could reflect humanity. And we all thought, well, what better place to start than with the singing frontman, and that had to be Kevin Mulligan. So there you go. And by the way, know that flower in his hair is actually a transmitter. We planted on him a long time ago. Shh, don't tell him. He's not really aware of that. Maybe he'll probably find out on the show. I'll see him and he'll go, what? This is for you guys right here. Let's get started. Let's get started. All right. Yes, hang on. I promise. I've got the questions ready. I do. I'm gonna ask them in a very clear and succinct order. Sit back, relax. Well, my friends, that as you might guess, my inquiring friends from other worlds who have asked me to convey some questions to my guests this season, because basically our friends are trying to find ways to connect with us down here on the planet, and they're really not quite sure how to do it. Now, I've tried to clue them in best I can, but at the same time, it's like, well, this thing you can do is send me some questions that you'd like me to ask them, and maybe through these questions you'll have a better understanding of who it is we are and what it is. Is that okay with you guys? You all right? Is that all right? All right. Okay. All right. I promise. I've got your list. I've got your list right here. We're going to be very clear and clean about this. All right, my friends. I hold a list of questions that I've asked by my friends out here in space, and if you give me, and I want you to you can expand a little on these. Don't feel like you have to answer in 1 or 2 words. It's okay. Just be clear. What they're really trying to do is get a better understanding of human beings on this planet, and where better to start than with Kevin Mulligan right here.
No rectal probes.
No, there are no rectal probes. There'll be no splashdown. You won't get wet. Nobody's killed. We're all survived. Matter of fact, the interesting about your abduction, by the way, is when I actually send you back down and beam you back down to the planet, you'll arrive exactly the same second that you took off from.
Oh, wow.
So you'll be not missing any time in space in this visit at all. You will just be enriched by this visit.
Enriched. I love it. That's like white bread.
Man.
It's very good.
It's totally about that, and because of that, that's exactly why my friends here want to know, Kevin. I want you to answer these questions clearly, cleanly, and succinctly.
Yes.
When you're dressing, do you put on a sock and a sock, or a sock and a shoe first?
Ooh, I put on a sock and a sock.
You're a sock and a sock, then a sock and a sock man.
A sock and a sock, and then a shoe and a shoe.
I told you that would be pretty close to what most people are going to tell you when it comes to putting on their clothing in the morning, but I'm the same. I don't know what it means to be other than that, but if any of you out there are sock and shoes, I'd like to know about it. You can play it right over here and let us know whatever you're doing.
I mean, and the next question, I the toilet paper over the top, not under.
That's a good question, and they didn't even answer that. You guys didn't even think about it when you sent me this list of questions. You forgot to mention, because I believe most guys go over the top.
Over the top, yeah. Well,
yeah, yeah.
I don't think they have those parts. I think they're way smarter than that. They're way beyond that. Defecating.
You deserve that answer to that question, my friends. You absolutely deserve that one. All right, here's your next question coming up.
Okay.
What is your favorite sandwich?
Well, it's tight. It's really, really tight.
Yeah, I got favorites too. But give us your best one.
Muffalata.
Huh?
Muffalata.
Muffalata?
Yeah, from New Orleans.
Really?
Yeah, it's on this big bread. It's got this tapenade on it.
Man.
Mortadella.
Mortadella.
I tell you, don't
Tapenade.
eat tapenade.
You're a foodie.
No, I just happened to be there for Mardi Gras, and man, I'll tell you, it's a good sandwich.
It's called what again?
A muffalata sandwich.
A muffalata. Did you guys get that?
Yeah,
a muffalata?
You get the muffalata tapenade, man. A little provolone.
Oh, you
mortadella.
Oh man.
Maybe what's that ham that's like aged forever?
Want to say prosciutto?
That's it. And then some salami.
Got me now.
And some salami.
You got me now. And salami too.
No vegetables. It's a Reisner special.
There's no green on this sandwich. No. Tomatoes?
Well, I guess olive is olive. Or is that a fruit?
Oh, I'll call olive a vegetable. Maybe that's just me. I'm crazy like that.
I just heard that the Supreme Court changed
the definition of a vegetable
of tomatoes so that they could put tariffs on it. This is in the 1800s. We got way worse stuff going on in our Supreme Court now. But back then they said it wasn't a fruit, it was a vegetable, because they had written the law saying they could only put tariffs on vegetables. And they were bringing in the tomato. It is a fruit.
Well, the same thing happened with Pluto. They discounted Pluto. They said Pluto's no longer a planet.
Lame sauce.
Lame planet.
Totally, dude. But it's back, right?
And ketchup.
Okay. Oh my God. We're moving fast here, baby.
All right. Well, it's working. It's working, because I know our space brothers out there are deciphing all this stuff. Right, you guys.
Sorry.
I can see you out there looking through my window.
Well, we got through one question.
there are no short answers to these questions. All right. Okay, now, what is the one thing that you own that you should throw out?
Okay, appropriate answers.
Yeah.
Appropriate answers.
There are no rules in space, so there really is no appropriate.
What is the one thing I own that I should throw out? A deep fryer.
Ooh.
No, I don't know.
No, that's a good one, though.
Oh my God!
I don't have one, but if I had one, I'd have that
yeah.
same question.
What would I get? What should I get rid of that I own? It's a great question, man. Well, I'll tell you, during COVID, I started getting rid of everything that I didn't need. What do I own now that I should get rid of? I'll tell you, I just got rid of a digital board.
Oh.
Because I don't know what the hell happens with it.
It's devalued. That's what happened to it.
Well, it's all ethereal, too. It's like in chemistry or something, you know? Because there's 24 tracks. There's only 8 faders. It's like you got to go 3 deep, and I don't know how you guys do that.
And that's I can understand that because technology turns over so quickly.
Right.
Its values now is probably 1/4, 1/8 of what it was originally
always
worth.
been that way.
So not a good investment.
Nah.
And I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. That's a good thing to let go.
I got a new board. I got an old Soundcraft.
Nice.
GT.
Yeah, the GT series.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. It's a great analog console.
Thank you, Brittany.
Hang on to that.
Totally.
All right. What is your scariest animal? What's a scary animal?
Well, over here, I have flying monkeys. Flying monkeys.
You saw my sign up here, right?
I did.
All right.
And forever, the fear, since I was 5, flying monkeys.
Flying monkeys,
They
because of the
pick
Wizard
you
of
up
Oz, right?
And zip away, there you go.
And they're devilish little creatures.
Oh, my Lord, and they're chimpanzees.
Yeah,
They're
no sense of humor.
10 times as strong as me. Like, I got no chance, man. And, I'm a little bit scared of horses.
Yeah?
Unless somebody who's really good with the horses with them.
Yeah.
Dude, they got stone eyes.
The eyes throw you because it's the big, circular
And then
GoPro look.
They swing their head, and I move far.
Yeah.
So they're very strong.
When they swing their hooves, that's when I
Oh,
move.
my Lord, man. Yeah.
I've never spent much time with horses. A llama, as I was mentioning, I have with Louis, our llama.
Yeah,
But that's a llama's totally different.
Yeah, llamas got a bad rep too.
So horse and flying monkeys.
Yeah, well, the horse is the real one. The
I
flying
think
monkeys.
that's a good answer. That's something right there. As you, my friends out there in space, will recognize that basically horses and flying monkeys are something.
There's somebody out there going, "Don't be scared of horses."
Yeah, that's all. That's what they're. Well, I want to thank Kevin Mulligan, the Kevin Mulligan, for his insightful comments on sandwiches and shoes, and a few other topics as well. What I've done is I've taken some edits out of some of these longer conversations to give you something of some of the responses. These are fun questions. They submit to me. And you'll notice as we go along in these 4 that I'm going to show you tonight, 5 actually, that there's a progression in how the aliens begin to choose to interact with us. At first, like with Kevin, which was the first launch that we had and the first communication that they did with me, they submitted a list for me to read, and that was okay. That was a good way for us to get started. They understood how I might ask the questions and how they maybe respond to their questions. And as we move on, they started giving me their voices. So their voices came into asking the questions themselves. To me, that meant they were actually feeling a little more comfortable with the whole process. And actually, to be comfortable with the process, nobody knows more about that than Karen Knight. Hello, Karen. Glad to have you with us tonight. I see you. And I'm just having fun in space. Glad to be back up here in the Inspirational Space Station, far away from the earthly things that just bug me and make me want to stick my head in the ground. But that's better than that. Look up. There's a planetary alignment. I hope you're enjoying it. Make sure you get your apps for your iPads and digital communications. Look up in the skies, my friends. Look up in the skies. You'll see it right there. See it right there. There's the planetary alignment right there. It looks like something else, but trust me, that's the planetary alignment that I've got for you right there on Tiny House Live and the Inspirational Space Station. We've got a few more things we're going to be going through tonight. Let me take a look and see what I'm going to do for you next. I think. What again? Any announcements I want to make just yet? Not really. I'm just kind of vibing. I've got these conversations coming up, and I know Karen's going to like this one, as a number of you are, because this one here pertains to a man near and dear to our hearts, and that's our Eric Martin. Yes, Eric Martin was questioned by the aliens. Yes, he was, and he wasn't quite sure what to think about it because they asked some very endearing questions, not probing, very endearing questions of our Mr. Martin, including our Eric Martian, as you'll find out in this episode right here that I got set up for you. And I think we're gonna go straight to that right now. And then I'm gonna go back and read a couple of these posts that are coming up and say hello once again to you. Glad to have you here on the Inspirational Space Station. First lift off here of the year 2025, high above the hills of Petticoat, way in low orbit above Tiny House Live. It's you, it's me, and it's all these things that we do.
All these things that we do.
Right here in my little world. And the things that make me laugh, Anyway, okay, we're going to go off into, it's time. Okay, kids, okay, girls. Hang on. I know you're going to love this. I know you're going to love it. Who wouldn't love it? And I believe Stan, our skeleton man, has something to say somewhere toward the end of all this as well. Yes, yeah, I know.
Okay.
We'll get to him. First, I've got for you Eric Martin's interview with the aliens, right here in a previous episode of Tiny House Live. All right, I'll ask. They have some questions that they want me to ask you.
Who, the Klingons? What the heck?
Our friends, as you can see them out here right now, that they're clearly waiting to speak to.
Wait, these are the friends. God, you're talking like them right now. I'm no offense.
I'm talking with them.
Well, you're like wait. Talking with them. Sorry,
I am.
I messed with a guy with a stutter.
Well, they have
Not
questions.
Cool.
Are you willing to take their six question test?
I don't know. Now I'm a little scared. Right now.
Don't be scared. These are important questions.
Are they sweethearts?
They're not hard. These are just things, and feel free to embellish on them, but not too much. But be able to give us honest answers. These are things that will help.
I have flying monkeys. I'm not afraid to use them.
Well, there you go. That's a perfect example right there. Oh, it's getting a little strange here. Hang on. All right, we're there. All right, you ready for your first question?
Yeah. I'm ready.
Clothes are very interesting to us. When putting on your shoes, do you put on a sock first and then a shoe? Or do you put on a sock, then a shoe, followed by another shoe?
Yes. Sock, shoe. Doesn't
Good.
Everybody?
I think everybody does. So far, we have not found anybody who puts on a sock and a shoe and a sock and a shoe. I don't know why that's so common.
My money was on you, actually. I'm just saying, man.
No, but that's the logical question that they expect you to say. So you're there.
Oh God, dude, I totally feel like Donald Trump right now.
No.
Shoe, canoe.
What rhymes with shoe? Yes, canoe.
You know what I mean? I get.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right.
Oh, it is getting stranger. Okay, hang on a second. All right.
Oh,
God. Oh, all right. I'll ask him another question.
The truth is out there.
I know you've got a couple questions for him. I know. All right, here's the other one.
When constructing your foods to ingest, why is it you stack your foods one topping over another? We believe that you call this a sandwich. Which is your favorite sandwich and why?
Good question, alien being. I'm a ham and cheese guy.
There you go.
I love, and
Can you be more specific?
I can be. It could be,
What kind of cheese?
the kind of cheese would be mozzarella,
Okay.
and then the ham would be like, Black Forest, honey ham.
Ooh, good call.
Yeah.
Good call. Lettuce, tomatoes, onions, sprouts.
Don't like onions unless they're grilled. Lettuce and tomato. I'm good.
There you go.
Let us entertain you.
That's a good answer. I believe they
And I gotta let you know
What?
something very important that is un-American, it seems like, but mayonnaise. Don't care for it.
Oh, I love mayonnaise.
I know. I have so many. All the Europeans, they mayonnaise on their French fries and mayonnaise. That's their thing. That's thing. And the Brazilians, they love mayonnaise. I don't care for it at all.
Eggs.
I can't have it.
Eggs
I mean,
and oil.
I don't not like it. If it's a little bit on a sandwich with mustard, sure, I'll go for it. But man, first of all, even the sound of it, man-aise.
Yeah.
Something creepy about it.
Over here, Stephanie Myers says, "Do you like to sing in the shower?" Can you sing?
What? After that one?
Yes.
Woo!
We jumped straight to a
it's
human
getting a
question.
little blue in here.
We went straight to a human question. Do you
right.
like to sing in the shower?
Yeah, I do.
I bet you do.
Oh man, all the time. I love the reverb.
There you go.
All the people that have worked for me, work with me in the music business. Hello. Oh my, this is my favorite. I love this. Yeah, I'm a reverb guy. And like, I was going to say hello to a really good friend of mine who worked for Mr. Big for over 10 years, Michelle Sobolchik.
I have a note right here
Yeah.
from John Shimke from Sound Images. Did you see
John,
that?
First of all, I know who this guy is.
You know John?
Famous guy.
Yeah.
So Michelle worked for Mr. Big for over 10 years. We were best friends. Don't hardly see each other that much these days. She's kind of busy doing her thing, and I'm doing my thing. But she was the best sound engineer we ever had in our life. We sounded amazing live. God, she used to get so pissed at me. I'd be on stage and I go, because it was so loud on stage. I used to go, and I had in-ears and everything, but I go, man, nobody can hear me. I would be so upset. I'd be always singing so hard and so really loud. She goes, you don't have to do that. And I remember being...
I got you.
She's got me, man. She'd go, come here. Come here, dum-dum.
Pep talk.
And I'd walk down to the thing, and I'd be like, just take my heart. And I'd be like, it was like effortless. I could just go, just take my heart. It was like so loud. She goes, you don't have to push. I got you. She goes, don't burn yourself out. And I trusted her.
Well,
So-
John says she's one of his favorite engineers for sure.
Oh,
So Sound Images is a very substantial sound company, San Diego.
they're all good people.
And John was the co-engineer with me with the Cardiff Reefers. That was the connection earlier.
Oh, I get it.
I mentioned. So
All
that's
right.
our connection, and we both mixed that band for many
Hey,
years.
John.
There you go.
Live long and prosper.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, let me see. All right, where are we here? Oh, hang on.
Humans have an interesting relationship with the animals on their planet, some more than others. Do you have an animal guide?
Animal guide?
The Animal Guide.
Oh my God, this is back to my hearing test. Thank God I heard that.
I know, sir.
I'm going to go back to that nurse and say, you were wrong. You were wrong. A spirit guide, like an American?
Yes.
Just to scratch my head.
Layla,
I like to think Layla is my
looking
spirit.
at you.
I know, sweetheart. I know. I love dogs. So I had this dog, China. Here's a bad story. She was a Lhasa Apso, and I named her China. I did not know. I didn't know. And then when I found out, like obviously, China, Tibet, like, come on, your oppression, blah 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 blah. I didn't want to name her, Dolly or something like that, Llama, something like that. So I just kept it China, but she's passed away. God, maybe 7 years ago, maybe longer, and I still have her dog collar on my backpack, little purple dog collar.
Nice.
Oh yeah, but even though she's gone, she's still with me.
Yeah.
So she's my spirit animal.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Yep. I've got a tiny house cat, THC.
I love it. It didn't hit me. First of all, when you said THC, I thought you asked me for THC.
There
because,
you go.
I mean, he connects
I
those kind
guess
of
so.
dots.
I don't know.
And get what I'm trying to
we're
say.
high in Pentecosta, yes.
THC, what a cute name.
Tiny house cat.
I love it.
Yeah. I've got I've got some videos with him I need to put out there.
This is so weird. I used to have this friend. I'm not used to have this friend. I haven't seen him in a long time. Joey Cimino from San Jose. He's a drummer. He was in a band called The Tops, and he had a band. I sang on his album, and the band was called Lebo Cat. Lebo Cat. Taco Bell backwards.
Oh no!
I don't know why I brought that up, but hey, Joey, if you're around, man, I love you too, brother.
Good call, Joey.
Yeah.
That's funny. I think we got one question left. Hang on, one more question left here. I think we got one left.
Yeah.
We have noticed that people on your planet have different accents. Do you believe that animals on your planet have different accents as well in relationship to their global position?
I've never thought of that. I wonder if they do. I mean, well, you know what? They must, because I've been around the world and my whole life, and I've run into people with their pets.
Yeah.
And their accent, and they're going, and they're going, basically, come here, I'm going to feed you.
Yeah.
And the cat or the dog,
They
probably
seem to know it, don't
probably the dog goes, probably growls, but it's like, ho, 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 ho. Who knows? But, they know their accents and their thing.
Yep.
Yeah, it could very well be that they...
Good.
But, I mean, that's kind of universal. I know a little dog. I know a little dog speak.
What was that sound again? That's a good one.
Yeah!
So it is possible that animals do have accents.
It's possible.
I mean, you figure if a dog is raised in New York by a New Yorker and has heard nothing but New York conversation and commands, and then this dog
Come here, come here, Todd.
The dog finds
Let's
himself
go.
in Germany and doesn't understand German. Would he understand what's going on? Would he be able to talk to another German dog? And could they have a conversation? I don't know.
First of all, let me listen to this music a little longer, and I'll tell you.
No, I think
it'll make perfect sense.
I think we've given him all the information they. What? No, I don't want to ask him this.
First of all,
Really?
if there's anything to do with a probe, not gonna happen.
No, it's not. But they.
Not gonna happen.
I know. I don't want. I'm afraid to ask him this. I really am.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, at first they're a little embarrassed.
Okay.
Because one of the reasons they were really interested in you was because they thought your name was Eric Martian.
Through high school, through junior high school, middle school, elementary school, it was always Eric Martian.
You see, and they picked up on
Hey, Professor.
What, Stan?
What up?
I don't know, Stan. What's up with you tonight? How you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know you.
Hey, Professor, could you make me up a margarita? Make it a top shelf.
Top shelf, Stan. You can't have a margarita.
Strawberry.
You know they go right through you. Right through you. What?
Yeah, I know, but I still want one.
Totally not good for you, dude. Totally not good for you. But I'll tell you, I'll
I
now
get
that you're
it
up in
myself,
space,
but I'm just a skull. Oh, yeah.
Stan, you're a gas.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Stan. Oh, yeah.
Hey. Oh, no, hey, Professor.
What?
I got a question for you.
Okay, come on, give it to me.
Is it Friday yet? It's Margarita Friday yet?
No, Stan. It's a Wednesday.
Oh, it's only Wednesday?
Yeah.
I gotta wait till Friday to get boozy woozy.
Yeah,
Boozy
babe.
woozy. Baby.
Babe. That's right, Stan.
I might get a head start this week.
I think you've already started, Stan.
I think it's about time we get back to the business at hand. Come on, Professor.
You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a good man. He's a good man, that Stan. He is. He's got the right idea. He's got the right idea. Let's see. We're out here in space. Some of us have margaritas. Some of us don't. Some of us have their wonderful Voodoo Ranger, unofficially sponsored, by the way. One day, there you go. In my Stan mug, by the way, just left over from this Halloween. Got to have those things. Glad to have you with me here on Tiny House Live in the Inspirational Space Station, high above you. Look around. We are in the intergalactic AI galaxy right now, and I welcome you. Welcome all the optional positive things that this frontier may bring us. That's what they're interested in, and I know you're interested in the outcome of possible things. Now I want you to notice, first of all, the constellation right here. These 6 planets that are in alignment right now are all part of what's going on above you right now. All the way from Mars, Venus, they're all in alignment right now. Look up. Look up. Not right now. Stay inside, watch this with me. But when you're all done, go outside. Look up. Look up, my friends. Oh, my God. Hello, Mary. Hello, Karen. I'm so glad to have you guys with me tonight. We are a small, mighty crowd. But you know what? Not everybody can be transported with me. And it's only the fortunate few that understand what's going on at all around me. And I'll tell you right now, I barely have a clue. No, I do have a clue. I have a higher purpose, and that's to get some real answers to some real questions from my guests for the betterment of humanity. That's right. I have been requested to ask 10 important questions from my guests that I abduct off the planet surface to bring up here to me to give them this wonderful, we're not going to call it an interview, but I have questions, as they do. And so what we do is we try to come to some grasp of humanity's reasoning, things that are important to them, sandwiches, shoes, things we all do and eat and wear. These are important questions, at least to them. To me, I like it. All right. Okay, but I digress. We are moving. Oh, you know what? I haven't hit the musical note enough yet, and I've beamed a couple people off the planet's surface with some amazing, great results, and that's really where we're going to go next, because just recently in this transfer of energies that we've had in this space-time continuum, I brought Mark Karan up here. Mark Karan goes back to, has a great history with Rat Dog, Bob Weir, a bunch of colorful people out there with the Gilmore Project, other things that, Jeffrey Halford, that's where we've connected. Anyway, I brought him up here, beamed him right off the planet's surface, didn't have a clue. He was sitting on there on his couch one night watching some news segment, and boom, I beamed him right here. No, not news. It wasn't news. He was watching PBS. That's what it was. He was watching a PBS segment, and I beat him right off his couch, right straight up here to the Inspirational Space Station, where I regaled him to play us something, and I'm going to play a segment for you right now, just because you need to hear this. That's right. Mark Karan.
Driving into town with a dark cloud above you, dialing the number, it's bound to love you, 'cause honey, you turn me on. I'm a radio, I'm a country station, just a little bit corny. I'm a wildflower waiting for you, broadcasting time wailing for you. And I'm sending you out this signal here. Hope you can pick it up, honey, loud and clear. 'Cause I know you don't like weak men, you get bored so quick. You don't like the strong ones 'cause they're hip to your tricks. And it's been dirty for dirty down the line. And I come when you whistle, if you're loving and you're kind. But if you've got too many doubts, no good reception for me, then tune me out. 'Cause honey, who needs a static? Hurts the head, and you wind up cracking, and your day goes dismal from breakfast bonded to the sign-off prayer. What a sorry face you get to wear. I'm gonna tell you again now, if you're still listening there. If you're driving in town with a dark cloud above you, darling, the number that's bound to love you. And if you're lying on the beach with a transistor going, kick off the sand, flies under the love still flowing. If your head says forget it, but your heart's still smoking, call me at the station, the lines are open.
Thank you, Mark Karan, for an amazing performance up here in an atmosphere lighter than air. Lighter than air? What happened to me over here? Where'd my background go? Where am I? Oh my God, I'm lost in space. Help me, Will Robinson. Help me, Will Robinson. No, I did that directly. That's right. Because I put a lot of end tags on a lot of these videos, I collected them all at one time to play for you tonight, not realizing later that each of these have their own beginning and ends, and it gets to be repetitious. So I stopped it right there so I could hold off on you and tell you how much I appreciate all my friends and family out here. Hello, Karen, once again. Glad to have you here. Mary as well. You know, once again, you've been inducted. You know, when you go back to planet Earth after this little visit that we're on right now together, you'll realize that you didn't miss a minute, not even a second, frankly, because I bring you right back to where you were before we met this evening, and your life is only enriched by this moment, and it'll be right there back in your frontal. No, that's the backal lobe. No, there's no backal lobe. This is your frontal lobe. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to medicine. I barely know what I'm talking when it's talking about science. Science! Oh, I'm a huge fan of Thomas Dolby. Okay, anyway, Eric Martin, fantastic. That was great. We learned a lot. Did we learn a lot about Eric? Of course we did. And we learned a lot about Kevin as well. And that was fantastic. Kevin Mulligan, of course. And we've learned about Mark Karan. So far, we're doing really well. These are the questions the aliens asked me. I relinquish all responsibility and tell you what I'm telling you tonight, because these are just playbacks to the questions they either asked me or transmitted to me or to them. And I will tell you now that where I take you with Mark Karan next, because we just heard a song of his, which is fantastic. By the way, Joni Mitchell. How many baritones ever sing Joni Mitchell? Go, Mark Karan. You got that. It's a wonderful version, too, especially here in Tiny House Live. Look at the stars out tonight. Are the stars out tonight? You'll never hear me sing. The stormy and bright. I sound like Bing Crosby when I sing. Never mind, I digress. We're here, Tiny House Live, right here, Inspirational Space Station, about to jettison you off. Hang on a second. I'm enjoying the moment. Enjoying the moment with you. You see? What's a nice little cold voodoo ranger with friends, on a cold night in Northern California, high above the hills of Petacosia. Glad to have you with me. The stars are out. We're watching the planetary alignments. I'm about to lead you now into the segment with more questions from the aliens to Mark Karan. This is interesting because for the first time, the aliens actually appeared here. Now, so far, they just sent me texts, and then last time they sent me their voices and communicated directly. This time, I tell you, the aliens are actually here. That's my story, and I'm going to stick to it until the bitter end, which who knows when that will be. Could be any day now from what I'm seeing. No, I digress. I digress. You're wonderful. Stay with me.
See if I can unlock your communicational status so we can better understand ourselves. Because as you know, Mark, Karan, they have 10 particular questions to ask you. Is that right? What happened over here? That's all right. That's all right.
That's right.
They're okay. I'm making sure they get the best transmission possible. They're a little particular about these things when they happen. And they like things to be just correct. Oh, wait a minute.
Then we'll get along fine.
We are. Okay, now wait a minute. I can see them actually coming into me. Let me get my equipment. This is not so easy, folks. You think this is easy? This ain't not easy. It's not easy to fly time and space. And okay, wait. I got them though. Hang on. Here they come. All right. Okay. Oh, all right. I see them. You see them?
Oh yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Well, they're amazing creatures. They are amazing creatures. Professor. All right, come on. Find your way. Yeah, Professor.
Professor! Hello? Welcome. My name is Gamaha. I'm the astronomical commander of the Flag Force Orchestra. And I'm here to ask you some questions, Mark.
Okay.
It's been a long time. We've been waiting for this moment to be able to get in deep with another humanoid, mostly bag of water. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. It's just that it's kind of how we affectionately term human beings. Mostly bags of water. Are you ready, Mr. Mark?
Sure.
All right. Here's your number one question. Clothes are very interesting to us. When gathering and getting dressed in the morning, do you put on your socks first, followed by your shoes? Or do you put on a sock and a shoe, followed by a sock and another shoe?
I need to think about this. No, I definitely put on a sock and a shoe and then a sock and a shoe.
You do?
I do.
You do a sock and a shoe, followed by another sock and a shoe.
A shoe? Bless you.
You are the first humanoid we've ever met that actually does it that way.
Really?
Everybody else is sock, shoe, shoe. Very interesting, Mr. Karan.
I've always been a bit strange.
Go with your strengths. Question number 2. We have noticed that you tend to stack your foods on top of one another. We believe you call this a sandwich. What is your favorite sandwich and why?
My favorite sandwich is turkey breast, pepper jack, cranberry, with the typical lettuce and tomato and onion.
I see.
With lots of mayo and lots of the cranberry. And why is because I really like the sort of Thanksgiving in a sandwich with the little bit of sweetness that happens in there.
How very festive of you. Good answer. Good answer. All right, question number 3. Since, as I've mentioned, humans are mainly bags of mostly water in a flexible container, what do you think happens to your body when it ceases to exist?
I'm guessing if I don't decide to burn it, it will it will rot, and the water in it and whatever else is left will help fertilize the soil and go on in its own way that way.
Oh my! It sounds more complicated than being alive. Good answer, though. We are beginning to understand you better and better every moment.
Uh-oh.
You share your planet with so many different species. Do you have an animal that you might consider an animal guide?
An animal guide. I mean, I've always kind of thought that my spirit animal was probably a dog.
I see.
But guide, that's a different question. But maybe, the more I think about it, maybe still dog. The unconditional love, the eagerness to just be in the moment. Humans get very distracted from the moment and get hung up on the past and the future, and dogs are a great reminder.
Yes, they are. Much like the dog that you have locked in your car at this very moment.
He's got food and water and the windows are open and it's cool.
He will be fine. He will be just fine. We are sure of it.
I don't know what got into that little guy tonight.
He realized he was on a strange planet. Who could blame him? Question number 5, Mr. Karan. We estimate there are over 8 million people on planet Earth. If we do choose to visit you on this planet, who would you select us to meet first?
First? I don't know if this is a particularly unique response, but I'm going to say that maybe the Dalai Lama would be good.
Oh, the big guns. Yes.
Well, we might as well put our best foot forward.
I was going to say Taylor Swift.
It's funny. I have no problem with Taylor Swift.
I
think she's great.
I do too. We all do, even out in our planet.
Nice.
Around the whole astronomical domain, we play her music frequently. All right. Humans live in a 3-dimensional world. Have you ever had what we call an out-of-body experience besides this one?
I have.
Have you? Tell us.
I've had many, actually.
Many?
Well, I used to drop a lot of acid when I was a kid.
Me too.
And, we started out kind of just exploring and doing like quarter hits and stuff and getting the giggles and, maybe a little bit of something, I don't know, but we kind of thought that was it. And then one day we took a trip and we were coming down and we didn't want to come down yet, and so we took a little more. And for the next 8 hours or so, we astral traveled. We traveled around multiple universes, and we got to the point where we referred to that as having a huge, and we would arrange them. We would get acid and see how strong it was by taking a hit, and then we go, okay, so let's do 4 of these.
4?
Sometimes. It depended on how strong the acid was.
My goodness.
So in that sense, yes, I have had an out-of-body experience.
This explains so much. Oh, it's good to laugh. It's something our species have in common.
Absolutely.
A good sense of humor. All right. Question number 7. Question number 7.
That's a lucky number,
It
too.
is lucky. It is lucky. Let's hope it's lucky for you. It seems to us that all humans and individual creatures, to some degree, have habits or rituals that are their own. Do you have any habits or personal rituals that are unique to you? Something you do every day or can't do without or must do before you move on.
Well, I know I'm definitely a creature of habit, so nearly everything that I do is probably some version of that. I'm a little OCD in that respect. But I think an odd thing that I do, and it's most of the time it's actually pretty much unconscious, is something I do, especially a lot if I'm like sitting and watching a movie or something on TV.
Movies are good.
I'll put my hands together and I'll kind of make these little things.
The schoolhouse.
Yeah, you know,
It's a triangle.
It's any number of things, you know, but I'll do these little symmetrical shapes with my hands.
Interesting.
And I have no idea why I do it, but I do it pretty regularly.
I know why.
Well, please hit me to it.
Would you like to know?
I would.
We have been reaching out to you for the longest time, waiting to connect with you in this very moment on Tiny House Live. Those were our communications to you to heighten your antenna to be able to be here.
I love it.
We were communicating to you all along.
I love it.
That's how Tiny House Live works. All right, that was a very, very good question and a very good answer. Music is also very interesting to us. If you were abducted to another planet and had to only bring one musical album with you to listen to over and over until time and eternity, what would it be?
Oh God, that's my worst nightmare.
I'm sure of it.
God. Is there a ticking clock on this one?
But you can point towards your favorite band, if that helps.
It doesn't. I mean,
We got you, Mark Karen. You're
could,
mine.
I could say the Beatles, but
You could.
but there's so
Did you?
No, because there's. I could say the Grateful Dead.
Yes. Did you?
No. I'll be honest.
All right, be honest.
The album that comes to mind, and there's so much that I would miss, so much. But Bill Frisell's Good Dog, Happy Man album is one of my all-time favorite records, and I just love the way it makes me feel when I listen to it.
I must Google search this immediately. We are not aware of this in space.
Well, then, yeah, you need to check it out. It's a beautiful record.
Well, I will be doing that as soon as this interview is over, I'm sure. My cohorts are already working on it. Bill Frisell.
All right, one of our last questions coming up.
Yes.
We have been visiting your planet Earth for millennia to monitor your advancements. Have you ever noticed our lights in the sky, personally?
Remember those days when I used to take a lot of acid I was just talking about?
Yes, I wasn't there, but yes, I recall you saying so.
So, one time, about 6 of us took a bunch of LSD up on Skyline, which a friend of mine lived in the house, ranch, right next door to Neil Young's ranch up there. And we used to go up and hang out with her up there because it was so beautiful. It was a great place to drop acid. So one night, we dropped at night, and 6 of us were laying on this hillside, staring up at the stars, and all 6 of us simultaneously noticed what I'm assuming was you guys.
That's right.
Because what we saw was a light that we at first thought was a star, and then it moved rapidly in a straight line, and then it moved in kind of an odd shaped line very quickly.
Interesting.
But it was still hanging out in the same area, and then it just shot out of the frame. And all of us saw it, none of us discussed it, all of us reacted to it, and we talked about it later. So I don't think it was the acid.
No. Your professor has a very similar sighting. We contacted him many, many years ago.
Not surprising.
It only made sense to us. All right, my last question to you, Mr. Mark Karan.
Yes?
What number am I thinking of?
Oh, jeez. 7.
So close. No.
Well, are you going to...
3.
3.
3. It is the trilogy.
It is the triangle. It's Pink Floyd.
Oh,
Secrets to the pyramids. Oh, the Illuminati. What?
I don't know about the Illuminati.
I know you.
We don't really believe they exist. All right, my friend. You have done us well. You have served us well. Thank you so much for answering our questions tonight. You bring us one step closer to feeling better about humanity. And yes, maybe even popping in to say, hello.
Yes, the moon is out. The moon is definitely out. So are the planetary alignments. Ah, yes. Matter of fact, we have a little visit to the moon we'll do later. More directly to the Kryko crater of the moon. But first, before our next guest brings us there, I want to thank number one, Mark Karan, for coming on the show. A wonderful Christmas show that we did as well, and this last time to the space station was remarkable. I want to thank him for his very honest answers to the questions, and our friends were very happy with the results. As I hear, it was the first time that actually they dropped in to visit with us, which I thought was impressive. We hope to see much more of them in this season 13 coming up. There it is, the Kryko crater. Look over my shoulder right now. There it goes. Whoa! Whoa! My goodness. I almost get dizzy watching this show, launching off from the surface of the moon. But that brings us around to our next guest, who also took this 10 answer questions. 10 question answers? You see what's happening with the gravitational pull. This happens, and by the way, you'll notice as I do some of my chatter here on this show that as the time continuum starts to help, I start to get more of a stutter. It's really more of a time delay that happens in my world. I hope it doesn't consist in my regular life when I'm off of here, but it's kind of a byproduct of my communications with our alien friends. And, I'm doing the best I can with it. I'm seeking counseling and trying to do some mentoring, and I've got some new things I'm experimenting with to help me stronger coffee, less Voodoo Ranger, better herb. I don't know. But either way, I'm okay, and so are you. Thank you for joining me here on Tiny House Live, Inspirational Space Station. This is your public service announcement. Don't do drugs, kids. This is the result. 72-year-old man. I'll be 72. It's in March, by the way. You can wait and wish me a happy birthday then. Hello, Karen. Hello, Mary. Foggy in Sacramento. Whoa, Karen says. Whoa, hold on. I know. It's whoa. Either way, it all has a purpose. It all has a point. I have a point for being here, and it's this right here. Sebastian St. James coming up right here for you because why? Because somebody's got to do it, and it's got to be me. We're going to come, and he's got also some questions and answers too. So we're going to have a song, more music right here, right now, directly from the Inspirational Space Station, performed by one of my most serious guests, who not only came on and performed 2 songs outstandingly here in high altitude, low orbit, high altitude, you figure it out, and got great results. So I want to share that with you right now, as well as his questions and answers from those aliens as well. I hope you're learning a lot from our guest tonight, by the way. These are very intimate moments I'm sharing with you right now, and something I wasn't quite sure if I should even do. But in the same sense, it's important that we know who our talent is in this county this part of the
All right,
world.
this is a song
This
I
is for you,
call.
right here, my friends. Sebastian, where are you? Oh,
Shelter.
hey. Oh, it's gonna be like this, isn't it?
It's gonna be like this.
All right, man. Do it. Hold on, people. We're high above the earth, and you're with us right here, Inspirational Space Station. What? Hey, oh, wait a minute. It's coming in. It's very faint. Hang on. It'll be all right. I think I got it. Yes.
You got it? What is it?
Yes.
Tell me.
Yes.
Here.
I've got them. I've got them right here in the inspiration. Yes, in the Inspirational Space Station. And yes, I've got some questions, but we need to see you. We need to see you. Come on, where are they? Bring them in, man. Feel it. You gotta believe. You gotta believe, man. You gotta believe they're here.
I believe.
They're here. They're here. All right. And yes. You know what?
Where are they? I can't see them.
They're oh, see? I told you.
Oh my!
They're looking over your shoulder right now, man. Don't be afraid of them. Don't be afraid of them.
Oh, they're so cute.
They are cute.
Oh, look at them. They're little.
Got beady eyes.
You know, I understand. I have to translate for them. They're a little out of range, is really what it is tonight. They're on the other side of the universe. They're just basically chanting in, and they may come back in later. But they have some questions they want me to ask you. You all right?
Yes, I would love that.
All right, now just you can expand on these questions any way you see fit, because basically the more they understand us, the more they understand us.
Yeah.
The more they understand the people of planet Earth, and the more they really realize whether or not they can come down and visit us or help us, or even have an interest in us. But hey, I see you.
All right, cool.
All right. Here, all right. Oh, all right. I'll ask you a question. Here's your first question they want me to ask you. You ready?
Yes.
Sebastian St. James, question number 1.
Oh God, here we go.
Clothes are very interesting to us. When putting on your shoes, do you put on a sock first and then a shoe? Or you do put on a sock, then a sock, then a shoe, followed by another shoe?
It's a very good question.
Well, that's important to them.
I like to put on a sock and then another sock, followed by a shoe and then another shoe.
I think you're a normal human being. I've yet to meet anybody else who's ever put on a sock and a shoe and then a sock and a shoe.
That's awesome.
So far,
I might want to try it.
You may want to try it just to see how it feels.
It seems
next
insane.
Next time you wake up, you will be thinking of this. There you go. So just saying.
The first thing tomorrow morning I'm going to do
when
is
you
go
put
like,
on your sock and your shoe, you're going to go, what?
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
Do it.
Purely just for
do it, man.
For science.
You know, this show lives in your heart and your memory and your mind forever. And you'll forever wonder whether or not you're doing it the right way.
I have never spent time with you and it not lived in my heart and my mind forever.
You see, here we are.
Professor, you have a way of doing that to people.
You're still electric. Hey, here's number 2. You ready for number 2?
Let's do it, number 2.
When constructing your food to ingest, why is it you stack your foods one topping over another? We believe you call this a sandwich. What is the best sandwich to you, and why?
What's your favorite sandwich? They want to know.
Ooh, well, I'm on a little bit. I get on sandwich kicks. I eat like literally the same sandwich every day for months. Oh, it's so weird.
What is it?
I don't know. Right now, it's.
Come on, man.
I take a piece of bread. I'll throw on some turkey.
Right.
Put a piece of cheddar cheese. I'll throw that with another piece of bread in my air fryer.
That's it.
Cook the living daylights out of it. I put a little bit, a ton of hot sauce from some that's like jalapeno hot sauce, and then some lettuce, and I eat that. I've been doing that every day for like. Sorry, I know that I'd say this in real life.
No, this is important stuff. This is what they want to know.
Probably like 6 months, maybe even longer. My wife thinks I'm crazy. Like even like on the weekends, I don't know why. I get on these weird things where I eat the same sandwich every single day.
This is really important information right now because this shows them exactly what we and the people of Earth are all about.
I feel like it might even be like a part of my nightmare would be to be the person that the aliens talk to. I'd be like, you're going to get the wrong idea about everything. Because I'm in no way the person you should be talking to.
No. These are all important. You know, they've asked you to come up here for exactly this reason.
Right, well,
there are no right wrongs. There are no right answers, wrong answers.
I want to find the very mediocrely weird, normal, semi-human person they can find. You nailed it with me.
That's it. You know, that's why you're here. It's no news to us. You were requested. Things don't happen because of accidents here.
I love it.
You were intended to be up here, and here you are.
I feel so good. This is
ready
great.
for number 3?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, there's only 6.
Okay.
6 important questions that they need to know about us. Here's number.
Myself.
That's the whole point. That is the ultimate point. And for all of you to learn about Sebastian, things you didn't know what his favorite sandwich was. He didn't even think about what it was until I've asked him. They asked him. All right, question number 3. Since humans are mainly bags of mostly water in a flexible container, what do you think happens when your body ceases to exist? Please explain.
Ooh.
That's deep, man.
It is.
Oh man, that one. Yeah, you guys freaked me out on that one. By the way, be more gentle with me, would you?
I like to believe a part of the human condition of like what your own.
Yeah.
The end of you.
Yeah.
I want to believe there's some greater place that our spirit goes and lives on forever.
Is it up there in the clouds?
Amazing. And in the
so you can look down on everybody.
Up, down, sideways. I don't know, whatever. It's like I want to believe that there's something more we get to do, and this is just the beginning. We come back as an animal or a tree or something. But
okay.
I really, honestly, my brain just tells me. We just become soil for the ground, and that's badass too. I mean, way to go. I mean, unless like I guess nowadays we stick to ourselves like.
Well, that's the most honest answer I think I've heard since I've been asking this question for them. You know, we just go back to dirt and ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
I'm telling you, man.
There's nothing wrong with being
nothing
dirt.
wrong with that.
I mean,
Dave said that is the correct answer.
It's the circle of life.
It is the circle of life, man. We're right here. That's why we're up so high, looking down on the earth, looking at the circle of life. And matter of fact, it looks like there we are. We're still there. All right. They're very interested in that answer particularly.
Yes.
As I was.
I know. Okay.
Honestly.
I mean, they're so cute.
They are cute, aren't they? Don't tell them that.
Until they pull
you notice how they don't
in.
talk? They're telepathically communicating with me. And you too out there, if you let them. That's how. See, that's how you're going to communicate with these guys. It's through meditation. Not through the telephone.
They're creepy and cute. Well, that guy right there.
All right. Yeah, he's got a bad haircut. All right. Okay. Oh, question number 4. Humans have interesting relationships with the animals on their planet. Some more than others. Do you have an animal guide?
I do.
Do you what?
I have an animal guide.
Yeah?
It is a small Labrador mix. I'm pretty sure it's a lab beagle.
A labradoodle.
A labradoodle. It's not a doodle. It's a beagle. A lab beagle. A lab eagle. A lab and a beagle. It's a tiny little. It looks like a Labrador puppy. It's an amazing rescue dog that came to us from New York City.
Nice.
And his name is Bill Murray, and he's we call him Murray, but his name is Bill Murray. My wife would not let me name my dog Bill. So Bill Murray is what we settled on, and we call him Murray the dog. He's Murray. Endearingly, Bill Murray in our hearts.
And he is your animal guide.
He's my animal guide, yeah.
He gives you good advice. He enlightens you on aspects of your life that you need help with.
Truly, yeah.
He says, feed me.
He says,
bring a plastic bag and we go for a walk.
Don't forget to stop thinking, or remember to stop thinking about yourself is one.
There you go.
You need exercise too.
Yeah.
Just I think the most important thing I think he's taught me is like all jokes aside. When he came into our house, he was so freaking cute. He's still a cute little puppy. He's old. He's 5 years old now. But still a puppy, but he came into our life and was like, I was like, I don't want to hold this dog. We don't need a dog. You know, we just had a kid. We just got things that are going. Some responsibilities, all kinds of stuff. 2 days later, we're like, oh, we love this puppy. But just the idea for me to watch myself soften on an animal so fast, because I had it in my mind that I need no responsibilities. I must be free at all times. And realizing that thanks to Lindsay. Lindsay, if you're out there listening.
There you go. If not, she will be later.
She brought Murray to us, and she was right. She said, this dog is good for you. It's going to be great for you guys. She was right. I was always considered myself not a dog animal. I had a dog when I was a kid. I raised it up, and in my family, the grandchildren raise up a dog, and then the dog goes to live on the farm. So you raise it to a certain point, and then it's not your animal anymore. So I was like, that's cool. I dig that. Dogs are a lot of work. I'm more of a cat person. Let them just do whatever they want. But now I'm like a full-on dog person.
You changed.
I very much love the companionship and the element of an animal that needs you, where a cat's the opposite. It's like, screw you, man. I'm like, this animal's like nice to me. You and my kids.
It is unconditional love. You don't always get that from your children.
No. Most, I mean,
or your wife.
I got 3 and 7. My wife is very cool, actually. We got a good relationship. We're not the arguey type of people, so we don't really fight with each other like that. It's never like super crazy brutal.
Awesome.
But our kids, though, I don't know where they got.
How long you been married now?
Oh God, on the spot. We've probably been married for
give me an estimate.
9 years.
Okay, good.
We've been together. We were together
almost
for 7.
a decade.
We were together for 7 before we got married. We were together for a long time.
Awesome.
That's all I know. We were joking with each other. We were together before we didn't have to deal with any of the app stuff, the dating things. We've been together before there was
no Tinder for you.
No Tinder. I don't even know that. I've literally never even been on it. I've just watched friends do their thing on it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Whatever.
This is aliens. See, I told you, the aliens are going to come in. They're going to talk to me. They're going to think that people are on Tinder. It's cool. Aliens. I think it's cool. I don't know.
No,
actually, do people think
it's cool the way anybody connects. If you can connect in a real way. The question is being real. Can you be real? Can you be real on Tinder? That's the question.
I honestly have no idea because I don't know even what the platform is.
I have to look at your profile picture to tell.
I don't know how I don't know how it works.
I don't know either.
I know you swipe people. Is that the swipe one?
I think
Swipe
so.
people, right?
Yeah, you swipe around.
I honestly have no idea how it works.
Swipe around until you find your true love. I don't know. If that doesn't work,
Now
you
I
go
wanna
on
go see my
real
friends.
bachelor, and you be a bachelor, golden bachelor, and you can always go that route. Of course, you can always go American Idol too. And stand in line with 5,000 people.
I don't know if I'm not that kind of singer. I'm more. I gotta stumble into. I gotta stumble
into a bar
into like
the old Tom Waits style. Stumble into a bar with a piano.
Yeah, I gotta be like, I got these guys that are way better than me around me, and I'm gonna do it. I'm not the type of guy to be like, okay, and I was made to do this. I'm just not gonna I don't know. I was trying. I was trying to pull a pop song out. I couldn't think of one.
Yeah.
What's a popular pop song?
Oh man.
I honestly, oh my God.
I don't have a hard time with pop songs. I mean, honestly, I get lost at the Grammys these days. I go, who are these people? Why am I cheering for them? I know.
Yeah, I know that is true.
To me, you've got to have like 4 dancing girls around you, and you got to be able to shake it, man.
That's
to be able to make any money.
But like on the Grammys this year, they had.
You got to be Bruno Mars,
stuff,
man.
Yeah.
You got to be, you got to be.
I don't know. I don't make that kind of music myself, so I can't really judge because
I don't know. We played a dance song earlier tonight. That
you think that could be a hit?
That could definitely be a hit.
I don't know.
That could be though.
Cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was just some kind of like cool mediocre.
No. Nothing mediocre about you, bro. All right. Oh, hang on. Okay. Question number 5. We've only got 2 more to go. Question number 5.
Turned off.
We estimate there are over. Listen to me.
That was a tangent.
Listen to me.
All right.
God, these aliens, man. They're really insistent when they want to be heard. That's one thing you'll learn about these guys. Go ahead. Tell me what you want me to ask him. We estimate that there are over 8 billion people on planet Earth. If there's somebody you think we should meet first, who is that person and why? Wow, that's a deep question, man.
It's easy.
What, Taylor Swift?
No, I would say Spike Sykes. If you come to Earth, Spike Sykes. But here's what I suggest. I suggest you
do it.
Come to Earth. Don't see him play first. Do that second. Hang out with them. Here's what you do. Come in, use your alien powers, make yourself into, like just a human-looking person.
Yeah.
And go take a piano lesson with him at his house.
There you go.
Because he'll do that for some people.
Yeah.
Go do that, and hang out with him for 45 minutes. Pay him well, and you'll realize that he is the coolest person on the fucking planet, and he's the realest guy, and he's so damn talented and has no desire to force that on anybody, yet he's going to play his ass off all the time with his amazingly fucking oiled up, beautiful band of also equally incredible human beings and equally talented people. I've had the luxury to play with them before.
Yeah.
And they are all the coolest, best people. And then you will have the full Spike Sykes experience because he is much more than the epic performer that he is on stage. He is a genuinely beautiful freaking human. It makes me want to give him a hug right now.
Yeah, we are right now, Spike. We're sending you a big virtual hug right now.
Spike, we love you.
Hey, matter of fact, let's do something here. Let's drink a little toast to Spike Sykes, the awesome hotcakes, and the creative people all over planet Earth. You included, my electric friend.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Cheers. And to everybody out there.
Yeah.
Cheers to you and yours.
Indeed. Well, fantastic conversations with my friend Sebastian St. James right there. So much fun. It's so much fun. I'm telling you. Some people sitting in this little chair next to me, and you notice how it's much bigger than just the questions that are asked. It's about how they expand on the questions. That's the important thing. Simple questions, big expansions. They tell a lot about a person. That's one of the reasons we're out here tonight. To discover new territories, to boldly go where no one has gone before. There we go. And I'm going to wrap this up in a second. I'm just thinking, we're about that right time. I budgeted. I'm good at budgeting these days. The time allotted to around 9:30. And I got just enough time to play one more by Sebastian because it's important. He kind of jammed off on a little tribute that we did together. It was really fun at the end of the last show. And by the way, all these segments that you've seen tonight from these shows are all available on my YouTube channel. And that's basically youtube.com/viralmediaart. That will lead you to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and like when you get there. All these shows are there for your viewing. Absolutely free of charge. Because why? Because I can and I care. So there you go. All right, I want to beg my way out. Well, one more song. We'll come back and I'll wave at you. We'll head out for our outgoing credits, and wish you all a very well new year. Keep your chin up. Keep the positive vibe happening, and I'll be back in a second to really bid you a good night. But for the moment, let's end this in the right way with one more fun, creative song by our dear friend Sebastian St. James, as we do our little tribute together to the Kryko crater. It's totally important. It truly is important.
And if you speak to the world, you gotta know their language, 'cause it's time for the interstellar spaceship to go, 'cause it's getting close to the Kryko crater time. But you love it now, oh, and you wanna be mine. You know your love is true, you know your love is high, but then you're going and loving a lot, because you find in this time is a loving child. Wanna hate it, don't be the hater. You know what you're doing now. You living on a Kryko crater. Ooh, that Kryko crater. Oh, a Kryko crater. Ooh, that Kryko crater.